Alright, Miss Conrad, the opening that you see here, I'm trying to hold my camera and the flashlight steadily. Anyway, the opening that you see, I'm trying to point to it right here, is where we can see outside, okay, rather clearly, and that is obviously the spot that they're talking about. And so what we'll do is we will do two things. We can put a mesh around that spot. I'm going to have to get over there closer to it and see if it is metal. I'm sorry, excuse me, to see if it is electrical, and see if I can just put the mesh. Here's my mesh right here. Put that mesh there, and if not, then I will use a foam in that same spot. That is also a rodent retarding foam. It has some chemical makeup in it that retards rodents, and it looks like that will probably be the best out. I'm seeing from the main line there, looks like it has a wire, pretty sturdy wiring attached to it, so I don't know what that particular electrical is. I don't want to do anything to damage that, or at least short it out by having metal sitting right next to it. So let me get over to it and see if we can foam it out, and then we'll record again. Okay, Miss Conrad, once again, we have foam with the obvious openings here where you do have electrical. What I'm going to also do is go on the outside, because another thing I saw yesterday when I went around the house is that you have vegetation growing up along this line here. I think as it goes outside, you have vegetation growing up that line. So I'm going to try to see if we can remove that vegetation from around that line also, to assist with taking care of what your issue is. Now this foam is going to get really hard, okay, and it will do its necessary steps to retard rodents from getting in here. Okay, I'm on the outside of the house. This is the spot I'm talking about here, where there's vegetation. Those are the holes we plugged on the inside. So I'm going to get up there and remove that vegetation. So I think also too, what probably needs to happen is all of this needs to be clipped away from the house, because all you're simply doing is, forming like a bridge for rodents to be able to get into your attic space, any other openings you might also have. So that needs to really be clipped back away from the house also. But I'm going to remove this vegetation right here, since it's so prevalent next to the holes we just plugged. Okay, so we have removed that vegetation from near the openings there. The insides of those two spots are where we sealed. As you saw spraying down here in the trough, there's a trough along this crown plate line, and so we foamed inside of that trough behind this wall. We also foamed each of these openings. There is a wire mesh netting around the bird's eye up here, so that's pretty much taken care of. I think that a bigger issue is pruning these bushes back to away from and off of the house. And that tree is, let me see, well, that tree is fully in your yard, so it would probably behoove you to prune along this line here as I'm showing these trees, so you can get that vegetation off of the side of the house. That simply allows access. Okay, good enough.